Hello, classmates and Doc Mel. I'm Rosa Mel Cayetano. I'm the first reporter from our group, and our topic is about radio performance. For my report, I will be talking about the first three types of broadcast performance. So that will be the disc jockey, newscaster, and sports commentator. So throughout our presentations, we'll be covering different topics related to radio performance. But as a whole, our objectives will be the following. Number one is to classify the various types of radio performance. Number two is to identify the causes of undesirable voice quality. And number three is to share helpful tips on how to enhance broadcast performance. So, before we begin, I just want to question to you. So, what is in a voice? When paired with a powerful message, charisma, and confidence, a voice can ignite movements or silence them. It can build trust, establish credibility, and inspire change. According to the book Production of Print and Radio Development Communication Materials by Lustria, Tabbing, and Osalia, the voice can move a whole army. It can also prevent armies from marching. By learning to use and control your voice, you can create and dissipate armies. And from that quote, I'd like to share something that perfectly shows how powerful a voice can be. It's one of the most iconic speeches in history, and decades after it was first delivered, it continues to inspire people from around the world. This is by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. from his speech, I Have a Dream.
I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
So, that speech by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is considered the epitome of a good voice and a powerful message because it goes beyond tone or volume. It's about the emotion, the clarity, and the connection. His voice carried conviction and purpose. Every word was spoken with rhythm, strength, and sincerity, which made people feel what he was saying, as you may have heard in the audience's reaction. I suggest you watch the full video or read the transcript of his speech because it's not just well spoken, it is also very well written. Now, speaking of powerful voices, let's bring the discussion closer to something we hear every day: the voices on the radio, on TV, and in media. In this video, I'll be covering three types of broadcast performance: the disc jockey, the newscaster, and the sports commentator. They may not be delivering historic speeches, but they hold a similar power to inform, to entertain, and to connect people through their voices and platforms. So, first, let's talk about radio DJ. If you've ever tuned into the radio, chances are you've heard the performance of a disc jockey. Radio DJs are on air personalities who keep the program lively by playing music and engaging with their listeners. Their voice sets the mood of the show: upbeat for pop, relaxed for late night sessions, and they often add a personal touch through humor or storytelling. Personally, I really like the upbeat culture of radio DJ performances in the Philippines. Compared to where I live now, radio shows in the Philippines feel much more energetic and high spirited. Now, let's talk about what makes a radio DJ good. First, a radio DJ knows their audience. They understand who they're talking to, what their listeners enjoy, how they think, and what keeps them tuned in. Second, they prepare well. Every great show may sound spontaneous, but it's actually built on solid planning, from choosing the songs and topics to setting the right flow. Third, a good DJ is authentic and expressive. They let their personality shine through. Number four, they stay connected and build a community. A strong DJ interacts with listeners on air and online, creating a sense of belonging that keeps people coming back. Finally, they keep improving their craft. working on their voice, upgrading on their equipment, and staying professional no matter the format or time slot. While DJs focus on entertainment and connecting with their audience through music and personality, newscasters, on the other hand, have a different role. Newscasters are the face of the program. They present live news to the audience, keeping information clear, accurate, and trustworthy. Essentially, they connect the events happening in the world with the people who need to know about them. There are many qualities required to be a good newscaster, but for the sake of brevity, I'll focus on the top five. A good newscaster has strong communication skills, able to convey information clearly and confidently. They uphold journalistic ethics, ensuring their reporting is fair and trustworthy. Equally important is the ability to present news clearly and eloquently so listeners can easily understand complex stories. Finally, a great newscaster has the ability to adapt, responding quickly to breaking news and changing situations without losing their composure. For me, the epitome of a good newscasters would be Mr. Mike Enriquez and Ms. Cara David. They have their own way of speaking. Both are great writers, and they have established a very strong credibility with the masses. While newscasters inform, sports commentators bring live games to life, keeping the audience engaged and in the moment. Sports commentators provide insightful analysis and commentary during a game, drawing on their knowledge of the teams, players, game strategies, and key storylines. Since live sports are often unpredictable, they need to react quickly and effectively to unexpected events, like injuries or game changing plays, while giving context and analysis in real time. One trend that I've noticed are in the Philippines, most sports commentators used to be or are currently very active in sports too, just as Gretchen Ho and Diane Castillejo. So let's take a look at the key qualities that make a sports commentator truly effective on air. Interpersonal skills. A great sports commentator is approachable and easy to connect with, both with the audience and with players, coaches, and in other sports world. They dig up insights and stories to make their commentary interesting and accurate. When it comes to knowledge about sports, they know the game inside out. The stats, the standings, the latest news, so listeners can get the context and analysis and not just play by play. They are clear and they use a very expressive voice. And I guess this is a requirement for all broadcast performers. Their voice brings the game to the life, showing excitement, tension, humor, and emotion, helping listeners really picture the action. So, to summarize, these are all several things that you may notice that a DJ, newscaster, and a sports commentator have in common when it comes to speaking. So, what they have in common is that number one, they have a great voice quality. Their voices are clear, pleasant, and easy to listen to. Next, they're very and always well articulated. Every word is spoken carefully so listeners understand it easily. They also use inflection, which means changing their tone to match the emotion or importance of what they're saying. Accents also are another factor. They make sure their accents are accurate and consistent, which helps with credibility. And finally, pronunciation. They pronounce words correctly so there's no confusion with the audience. In short, whether you're listening to music, the news, or a sports match, these techniques make the speech clear, engaging, and memorable. The broadcasters I've shared with you may have different styles, but whatever style they have, they own it. That's what makes them engaging. So that brings us to the end of my presentation. I hope you learned something new and you were able to relate to some of the broadcasters I've shared. Before I end my video report, let me share my discussion questions with you. Question number one: is there a particular speech that has moved you? It could be from a mentor, a film, a TV show, a radio program, interview, etc. And number two, why do you think voice is a powerful tool in communication? So give it a thought and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your answers. Again, this is Rosamel, and thank you for watching my final module report for this course. Until next time.